All right, let's get going. So I got this sub request going for a tier list for Champion Edition. So let's do this. I'm gonna improvise. Like I'm gonna go character by character, and yeah, it's gonna be quite different from the other tier lists because it's my own opinion, and I didn't check other tier lists, but I'm gonna make my own. So I want to go character by character, but I want to address the very strong ones first. So, S tier, strongest characters. And let's start with, where are you? With Akuma. Because of course Akuma is one of the strongest characters. I still think he's strong. People are saying that he's not strong anymore, but I actually don't feel that's true. I feel he's still super strong. His neutral is excellent. His confirms are excellent. He has a devastating V-trigger. He has a demon. He has insane corner carry. I mean, the fact that they nerfed his main string doesn't mean anything really. Together with Akuma, another character that's in S rank for me is this moron right here. This guy is... I think he basically ruins the game right now. And we didn't get a season, we didn't get a CPT season, but I think that when the online CPT is gonna start, you're gonna see this character a lot because it carries bad player like insanely. So you keep hitting him. He has a lot of stamina, a lot of health, and once he gets the V trigger, you all know what's happening. You're getting bodied. And there's like, to tell you how stupid this character is, think about the EX straight punch, right? You do that into V trigger. Yo, Gunfight, thank you so much for the host, man. Yeah, I'm making a tier list. That was a sub goal. Basically does that, and he can go for a standing medium punch confirm into big damage into Oki, or he can go for command grab into big damage into Oki. So it's a perfect 50-50, and there's nothing you can do about it. Move the cam to the left. Sure, let's do this. Whoops. Whoops. I moved it to right, but it's the same, right? Will you compare to Gunfight's tier list at the end? I didn't know that Gunfight made a tier list. No, I'm gonna make my own. So, this character here, insane. I think he's the strongest in the game right now, or close to strongest. He's comparable to some other characters, but there's no way you'll feel comfortable against this character once he has V-trigger. There's no escape, man. You're gonna guess. You're gonna guess. There's nothing else you can do. So, next is Urien, and I'm not so sure about it, but I'm gonna go with the herd. I'm gonna be a sheep right now and say Urien is S tier because everyone says it. I think he's just pretty solid overall. He has a lot of damage potential. He has the setups. He has a super good dash. Yeah, and he got better with V-Skill 2. V-Skill 2 is super important. And he skyrocketed because of that, in my opinion. He's very good. I don't know if he's S tier, but like worst case scenario, he's gonna end up being here. But not less. Probably here. Zeku, S tier. This character has everything right now. Like when I don't know why they gave him crouching medium kick as a cancelable normal. I really don't know. He was perfect the way he was. And you all know Angry Bird was wreaking havoc. And he got better. So it was already competitive. It was in almost every grand finals since Angry Bird started playing him. He's gonna get better. And he got better, so it's gonna be even better for him. So yeah, I think he's super, super good. He has so much versatility. He has two forms. They're both pretty good. He has the flip setups, which are super ambiguous and they do huge damage. Young is super good. His normals are super good. His frame traps are awesome. His corner carry with the EX palm into Diosanto is insane. He's insane, man. I think they're in order. Like, I'm only. I don't know who's better between Akuma and G. I'd say G, so it's G, Akuma, Urien, and Zeku. I'm not gonna order the other tiers, but S, I can do that. Who else? Is there another character that's a good candidate for S tier? I don't think so. People say Abigail, but I don't know, man. People say Rashid, but I don't know. I think these four are the top. The top of the top of the top. Probably Buki, but I still don't know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put all the characters I'm not sure about in A rank. These characters, I'm not sure if they are S rank still, but they are probably gonna win majors. So, oh yeah, right. You all know about this. Bison in S tier. Same reasons as Zeku. Super powerful, super good frame traps, super good plus frames, combo versatility, both V triggers are good, both V skills are good. There's nothing wrong about this character. The A rank is gonna be the characters that got a little bit nerfed. I don't know if they're still S, but they probably are. And those characters are Rashid, Karen, Colleen, Abigail, and Ibuki. And probably Chan, and probably Kami. This is my A rank. Many people said that Chan was in S tier when Champion Edition came out. But I don't know about that. Rashid, I still think he's pretty good. He got quite nerfed. Like the Oki on the medium spiral, like the thing, spinning mixer, is pretty hard. The frames, like standing light kick, I think it got nerfed, and it's pretty important. And yeah, I mean, I think he took a hit. It's not like he has no weaknesses now, but I think he took a hit. Same as Karen, but Karen is stronger overall, in my opinion. Like the low confirm is so important in this game, and she has a low confirm into big damage. Yeah, I mean, I would say A plus and A, but let's put them all in A. Ibuki, same thing. There are some nasty setups with the new V skill. I don't know how viable they are, but she can basically kill like 70%. Take 70% off your health with 2 resets. Insane. Colleen is pretty much the same, man. She was in A, in my opinion. She's still in A. Ibuki, already spoke about her. Abigail, super solid character, super robbery based character, but I still think he's basically an inferior G, because G has the same robbery factor, but he is faster, he has a fireball, he has better frame traps probably, and he has a better way around fireballs because he has the absorption, V skill 1, he can counter with his own fireballs, he can use that flip he does in the air. And yeah, I think they are pretty much the same, but G is better in my opinion. Better anti-air too because he can combo. But I mean, even Abigail has pretty solid anti-air. I think he's just a better Abigail, and Abigail is a worse G pretty much. I'm gonna do something that's kind of a hot take, but I'm gonna put Honda in A tier because this character is Robber incarnate. I know it's strange, it feels strange, but I think Honda is super solid. If Honda gets the right matchup, he's gonna body you, and there's nothing you can do about it. He's a tournament viable character. So pretty much these are the characters that will probably win majors. The problem with Honda is that he gets zoned pretty easily, and maybe he's gonna need a backup character, but super solid. Super, super solid. B tier. I'm gonna put Laura at the top of B tier. I don't know if she's low A or B, but she's still a super competitive character. You know, I mean, IDOM won Capcom Cup and she got better since then. But I still think that she won Capcom Cup because of IDOM and not because she's super, super strong. Oh, right. There's Seth. We need to speak about him. We're gonna speak about him later because he's not here. Who else is here? Kage and Nekali. They're pretty much the same tier for me. They have pretty much the same game plan. Like, if Kage is playing V-Trigger 2, he's pretty much Nekali. With better confirms though, but with worse neutral. He doesn't have super good neutral, so Kage's matchups are pretty much... Can he use his light red fireball? And this is what Daigo said as well. Daigo said, and I agree with him, if Kage can use his red fireball in the matchup, that's gonna be his main normal. I know it's a special, but you have to use it like a normal. It's a normal that has a knockdown. So you knock him down and then you go ham, because Kage has pretty much, if not the best, one of the best close-up game plan in the game. Nekali is the same, and on top of that he has a command grab, but I think his frame trap game is slightly worse because his axe kick is slightly worse, honestly. Yeah, I mean, they're pretty much the same, man. They have the same game plan, in my opinion. But Kage has more versatility because he has better projectiles, but worse normals. Both V triggers are viable, both V skills are viable, and I mean, as a sub incentive, I'd like to do a Kage guide, as in how to pick your V skill and V trigger, because I don't know. I think it needs to be talked about. I think we're gonna go character by character now. I think Jury is in D rank for her. I don't think she's very good. She got buffed a lot, but I still don't like her. Birdie, same thing. He got nerfed hard, man. It's been like kind of a stretch since Mena won Capcom Cup. It's been a long ass time, and I don't think he's very good. Nash, same thing. I think Bonchan believes in him, but I don't. I mean, I don't believe in him. Ryu, same thing. Ryu is always the same, man. They keep buffing him, but it's just that the way the character works doesn't fit Street Fighter V. So, I don't like Ryu still. Gil. I think Gil is in B rank. The problem is you need to rely on setups because the damage is not huge from a regular hit confirm. You kind of have to get going with the whole elemental thing. I don't think it's very good. But it's still pretty solid. He has some bad matchups. I heard that the matchup against Abigail is heavily in Gil's favor. Like, heavily in Gil's favor. Because of the slow projectiles. I like Gil, is one of the characters I enjoy playing the most. But I don't think he's super viable in a tournament setting. Dhalsim, I'd put him in C tier. I think he's not the worst of the worst, but he still has pretty glaring issues. And I mean, you want to know something very funny. Seth, if Seth steals Dhalsim's light Yoga Flame, which is his V-skill pretty much, Seth's V-skill, the Tandem engine, he can combo off lights, but Sim can't. So even Seth's version of Yoga Flame is better than Dhalsim's version. Yeah, that's just a funny thing to talk about. So he doesn't have a light hit confirmed without an EX bar. And Seth does if he steals his move. I'm gonna elaborate on questions later because this is going on YouTube, so I'm trying to focus. Alex, still trash, still D tier. He can be a robbery character, but I mean, why would you play Alex if you have Abigail and G? If you're not like so into Alex that you have like an Alex poster in your living room. That's the only reason you're a fan of Alex, but he's trash. His jab, his anti-air jab is pretty good, but that's not enough. And Gunfight proved it. Like, Gunfight is so much better than most players, and people don't see it because he plays Alex. If he only like went full professional with a strong character, like if Gunfight played G, you will see him in top 8s all the time. Trust me, you have to trust me on that. Lucia, I'd put her in C, but I really don't know what the problem is with this character. Probably the damage outside of V-Trigger. Her meta changed drastically. The only reliable source I have for this character is Major Boy. And Major Boy is using V-Skill 2 and V-Trigger 1, and the only way to get the offense going is like going for... like the run mix-ups with Ken, right? But she has a safe follow-ups to runs. So what Major Boy does is he pressures you as usual with normals, and then he does the run, and he either stops and frame traps you again, or he does the V-skill, and if you try to press a button, while she's running and she does V-skill 2, she's gonna counter it you, and she's gonna be able to combo. And also, you have the option of doing the EX run into V-skill and B+. So I think that's the only viable way to get her pressure game going. Because otherwise, I mean, she's solid, yeah, but I don't know, man. You can just be playing Colleen, I don't know, Ibuki, Zaku, and be much better. I don't know. It's a C for me, but I really don't know where she stands, to be honest, because there's not a single player that pushed her to her limits. Yo, guys, welcome. Fang, I think he belongs to D tier. I think he has some big problems. Guile, I'd say A at worst, if not S. Guile is Guile, man. He's the most annoying character in the game. And he's still gonna be here. I mean, Daigo believes in him. I think he fits Daigo's playstyle so nicely. It's just that Street Fighter V doesn't really fit Daigo. That's the problem, but the character is super solid. Okay, now the strange picks. I'm gonna be a little bit... I don't know. It's gonna be a little bit different here from most streamers and content creators, because I actually know all of these characters, and they're not very played, like they're not played very often, but I know all of them. I know the potential they have, so it's gonna be different from any other tier list from now on. So I think Ed belongs in B tier. I'm the strongest believer, probably. Ed belongs in B. I think he's super solid, and people are sleeping on him. I mean, when he got released, when I knew about the buffs, I was like, if you remember the Unlucky podcast with Jimmy and Ixion and the other ones, I said that Ed is probably top 5 in the game. Maybe he's not top 5 because these characters here are unmovable. They're super good, and there's no way Ed is as good as them. But it's a B because I want to be safe. But if it was me, he would be an A. And we didn't even scratch the surface. 2 super good V-triggers. Both 1 and 2. They're super good. And 2 became quite the robbery V-trigger. Like, I can rob people with it now. And yeah, the V-skills are good. He doesn't have any glaring weakness, man. Maybe the reversal, but he can combo light punch into flicker from insane distances. He has a super good zoning, super good anti-air, super good frame traps. He can do, not many people know about it, but he can do EX fireball in the corner into regular upper. And the buffs he got are All of them are super useful, like the range of the flicker, the new V skill, the buffs to the juggle potential of regular upper is insane. And as a proof of that, Infiltration started playing the character. He played the character for 2 weeks, probably. And he got to the grand finals in Red Bull Kumite. He didn't even practice the character. But the thing is, nobody believes in this character. I will believe in this character, but you guys don't want me to play him. I strongly believe in Ed. Cody. I'd say a B tier. I think he's one of the... He's a weaker G, too. He has the same game plan, but he has a fuck neutral move, which is EX Zonk. So I think he's stronger than Sim and Lucia, for sure. I don't want to be putting Cody with Sim and Lucia, honestly, because I think he's stronger than both. And yeah, I mean, you see no tournaments because of the COVID, but I think he will be a strong contender in tournaments. Like, you can't sleep on this character. This character is gonna beat you before you realize that with V-Trigger 2. So yeah, it is what it is. Borog. I really don't know where to put Borog, honestly. I'd put him in B, to be honest. I really don't know where he stands right now. And it's the same as Vega. Like, it's a mysterious object. He kind of fell off from Season 2. He kind of fell off. He was much stronger than this. And I know because he was my competitive character. So I know a lot about him. Is he better than he was in Season 3? Probably. Is he strong enough to be a contender? I don't think so. Sagat is C tier. The thing is, this character doesn't work in Street Fighter V. He got much stronger. Much stronger. But I don't think he can win a tournament on his own. He has such glaring problems. Like, he gets owned by half of the cast. He loses to Nash, Menat, Dhalsim, Falk, probably the top tiers. Basically, if you can deal with this fireball game, you own him. He's not what he used to be in Street Fighter 4. It feels like Super Street Fighter 4's version of Sagat, which is the worst. A zoning character doesn't work in this game. You have to get in, and when it gets to getting in, he struggles. Because of the walk speed, because the frame traps are not that good, to be honest. And I mean, as Bonchan said, if you're meeting a Bison player with Sagat, you can just leave the game. Not even worth trying. Menat should be in B tier. I think Menat, the thing is, the V-Trigger nerf made her go from S rank to B rank. Her V-Trigger is so crucial, and it's also the reason why I don't play her anymore. Because playing a 3-bar V-Trigger and get the flashy stuff once around is not fun enough for me. And I mean, I don't like her anymore. I don't like the zoning. I don't like lame characters. And the fact that she gets access to the V-Trigger once per round makes her not fun for me, honestly. She was very fun. She was slightly OP, but maybe, I don't know, nerf the combo potential, nerf the reset potential, maybe. But nerfing the V-Trigger by making it 3 bars was a little bit too much, in my opinion. Sakura is between B and A. I'd say B+. Let's put her in B just to be safe, but no man proved that this character is devastating. 2 good V-skills, 2 good V-triggers means that you have a versatility of situations that you can create. And she's like Ed, but Ed didn't find a top player representing him, but Sakura did. And I mean, Evo Japan. Self-explanatory. Falk, I think she still belongs in D, or let's put her in C, because I think she can win a fair amount of matchups. I don't think she's as weak as people think she is. I think she's good, man. And if you get one of her winning matchups, she's a struggle to deal with. I'd like to say B. I mean, it's too bad there are not like C plus things like that. But I think she's the top of C or bottom B. She's between B and C. You want to put her in B? Let's see. Is she stronger than Lucia? Yeah, she's stronger than Lucia. Stronger than Sagat. I think they're about the same. And I think Falk is slightly stronger. Stronger than Sim for sure. She's stronger than all the D tier characters for sure. Yeah. C plus. Let's say C plus. She's the top of C rank. Gif. I'd say Gif is in B rank. Not quite as good as the A rank characters. He struggles a lot in some matchups. I mean, it's like that by design, but at least in Street Fighter 4 you had Green Hand, and you don't have it here. Let's say he's the top of B rank. The very top. He's between A and B, but he's so polarizing, man. He has some matchups in which you just have to let go of the stick. So, yeah. High B. Can B, totally. He's totally a B character, man. I can't find a better placement for him. He's like exactly in the middle of the tier list. Not too weak, not too strong. Exactly in the middle. Vega. This is the controversial thing. Vega. I don't know, man. I think Vega's super strong in this match. C? No, no way, no way. No way. There's no way he's in C rank. I think B, but it's like I want to be safe, but I'd like to put him in A. I don't know, man. I feel like this character is super strong right now, but let's say B. Let's say B. B plus, something like that. Mika, she's definitely B. Like, I thought she was super strong, but then I got her during my random playthrough. She's so slow, man. And she struggles getting in. I think she's B. But I mean, once she gets in, you know, you've been knowing that since season 1. Okay, so Poison and Blanca. Poison is A rank, guys. Trust me. You have to trust me on this. You have to do a leap of faith. We need some hot takes for the tier list. I think Poison is A. Poison is A rank in my opinion. She has insane damage. She has probably the most damage in the game. Maybe bottom A, but definitely A. Why that's a hot take? Because I think people underestimate her. She or he. I mean, it depends on how you want to see it. I mean, it's my opinion. Can be wrong. I think she's low A. And Blanc is super easy. He's in C rank. He's like the online monster, man. Like he was in Street Fighter 4. it's super annoying in an online environment, but once it gets into the serious leagues like tournament play, high level play, kind of struggles. And where would I put Seth? I think Seth is S rank. Seth is not here, but he's S rank. I played the character a lot. And I mean, Seth is super strong, super strong, and I still think there's room for improvement. There's still a lot of room for improvement. I mean, Saku is experimenting with V-Trigger 2. I was experimenting with V-Trigger 2. Let me tell you, I got to Grandmaster with this character before he was optimized. I sucked with him. He wasn't optimized at all. I got to Grandmaster by playing the weak V-Trigger, which is V-Trigger 2. I still think that V-Trigger 2 has some applications, but V-Trigger 1 is the way to go. And I got to Grandmaster. And I'm not a good player at all. So, yeah. I think it's S. I think it's S rank, guys. So, let me review the tier list. Let me see if I gotta change something. So, and let's try maybe to order the rows. So, who's at the top of A rank? Karen, Rashid, Colleen, Abigail, Ibuki. This is perfect. Maybe even Chun on the top row. A plus. A. I think this is A. This is perfect for me. B. Let's see. Who's B plus? Kage. Yeah. Laura. Sure. Vega. Perfect. Nekali and Sakura. Yeah. I think that's perfect. And this is low B. I don't want to order them because I think they pretty much have the same strength. Birdie's B. I don't know, maybe C, but definitely not B. I don't think Birdie's B rank. I really don't like Birdie this season. I don't even know why they nerfed his crouching medium punch, honestly. Laura is in no way B tier. You know, I think she's high B. Maybe bottom A. She's right here. Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe Birdie's in C. He's not like the weakest. But I still think it's like bottom of C, top of D. Something like that. I don't think Nekali's in A. I think Nekali struggles right now compared to these characters. He has worse neutral than all of these characters. The hot takes are Onda and Poison in A rank. And yeah, I think this is the tier list. I don't want to change anything. I think this is perfect, like, for what I think about the game. I think these are the characters that everyone would put in D rank. Vega Patch put Fang to top 8. I mean, the game is pretty balanced though, compared to previous seasons, so you can win tournaments, maybe not major tournaments, but tournaments in general with every character. You can win with Jury. I think Jury is the very top of D though. Maybe like this. Yeah. In order. I think it's like this. The D rank is like this. Jury at the top, Fang, and Nash. Nash like in the middle, and Ryu and Alex are the worst characters in the game. This is my opinion, and this is the only reason why a player like Gunfight doesn't get top 8s, because of this guy. If you play this guy, he will get much farther, in my opinion. But as I said, I think every character can win a tournament. These characters are what you're gonna see the most in tournaments, in my opinion. Like, if Tokido even has a Pocket Urien. You're gonna see these characters a lot, in my opinion. You're gonna see these characters sometimes, often, pretty often. These characters are gonna be the characters that will shine if a real specialist plays them. Like, I don't know, Shazzy with Cody, or Sako with Manat, or Nemo with Gil. Like, they're the specialist characters. See, even the specialist characters will need a counter pick. Just look at the example Bonchan with Sagat. He wants to play Sagat so badly, but he can't. So what he does is he picks Sagat in the good matchups, and then he picks Karin in all of the others. So, yeah, I think these characters can win, but I think they need a backup. Like, they need a secondary character to cover the bad matchups. And D rank, I pity them, honestly. You can win, maybe you can win local tournaments with them. If you're really strong, if you're a really good specialist. But man, it's an uphill battle. Like, I don't know. I mean, maybe we're gonna see them at the top sometimes. Maybe as counter pick characters, like Infiltration is playing Jury against Rashid, for example. So yeah, this is the tier list. Let me know what you think. I hope it didn't take too long. Okay guys, so that was the YouTube part. So we can have a discussion.